Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Go Home Ryan, and today we are watching the Duolingo anime episode 1. We're going to react to it. I saw very early on that Duolingo was planning on releasing an anime series, and I thought maybe it was going to be like a fuller length anime series. Shame on me for thinking that, because they specialize in bite-sized lessons. So why wouldn't their anime also be bite-sized? It makes perfect sense. This is a 5 little episode mini series that they've got into. I actually have no idea what it's about. I imagine it's about, studying a language or something like that and really making it very dramatic. Duolingo has a habit of like getting really into pop culture, making pop culture references, like really getting into the zeitgeist as it's happening and into the conversation as it's happening. They tend to inject themselves, and they do a really great job with their social media and with their brand awareness. So I'm excited to see what they come up with this, because I feel like it's going to be right in the vein of the stuff that they normally do, right? Which is tends to be kind of funny and kind of silly and kind of out there, but it really works for them. The fact that they even made an anime to begin with, when they're a language learning app, where they're gamifying language learning, is in my opinion just a little bit brilliant, right? Because I think anime is like making a resurgence right now, where it's really popular and really important to like the cultural narrative that we're in right now. You see countries where people are toppling over their governments behind the pirate flag from One Piece, right? Like stuff like that. It seems really poignant and pertinent right now to get involved in anime, and so it makes sense that Duolingo is doing this. But without further ado, you're not here to hear me talk, or maybe you are, but let's just go ahead and get straight into the anime. I realize I've got subtitles on. Let me turn them off because it's already subtitled. But I appreciate one. I say this real quick. It's in Japanese. It's an anime. I feel like oftentimes when people talk about anime, some people call like Avatar: The Last Airbender an anime. I don't think it's an anime, right? I think it's anime if it was like concepted by and created by Japanese people and created in Japan and exists in that sphere. Like, it can be Western animation that's inspired by anime, but I don't know, it just feels different. And maybe this exists in that same vein where it feels a little bit different. It's just like on the border edge of anime. Either way, regardless, I appreciate that this is in Japanese, and it makes sense again for the language learning portion of it, for it to be in a language that's not traditionally English, because they know that most of their people that are watching something like this aren't going to be English speakers, right? They're going to be English speakers, and so like it's almost like you're getting a learning lesson at the same time that you're watching something like this. So that's really cool.
どうして私がこんなところにこの私が地面にそれに
And mind you, these are all people that you can see in their language lessons. So my favorite being the goth girl right here. She's a lot of fun. I don't know what it is about her. I don't know. She gives you that attitude in all the lessons. So it's always a lot of fun when she pops up. I'll say too, they've got all of these like fire streak emojis like right above their head. If you're aware of the Duolingo, if you're on a hot streak, if you keep your streak up, whatever, you get your hot streak going. So they got all these hot streak emojis above their heads. So I was probably going to play into that. It's probably going to play into what's going on here just a little bit. It's almost like they've been transported to, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, like I forget the name of the realm particularly, but like kind of King Kai's realm, right? Like the afterlife, or Yu Yu Hakusho, right? Where they're transported into like this afterlife, or maybe this game space almost. Yeah, interested in seeing what they've got going on here. Develop the lore of Duolingo a little bit more, right?
私がこんなところにこの私が地面にそれになんだこれは誰か一体何が起こってるのかわかるかい誘拐されたんだ警察に電話しよ
So, okay. Duo, the Duolingo owl, doesn't speak English or Japanese. He doesn't speak any language at all except for the Duo language. That's an interesting take on this. The fact that he's in here and he or she or they are in here and they're like only speaking in their language, and so they have to have the Japanese and the English subtitles on the top and bottom. Okay, I'm with it. And also I'm with him being like this like weird Saw game master type almost, right? Like transporting them to this other realm, this app. They're all using the Duolingo app presumably. And so this is a new feature of the Duolingo app. This anime series. I imagine maybe it's like a little game. We're gonna find out certainly, but I don't know. Let's dig. Okay. Hey yo. Some of these little what is happening right here? What is going on? What is happening? What is happening in this shot? Senpai. Hey yo. That's crazy. What a crazy little time. I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna react to this one by one. I'll do each individual episode and I'll keep it short. I'll go ahead and I'll make a little playlist of those so we can watch those separately if you want to check them all out, all these reactions out. But I think it's really interesting that they're doing this and that they're like really leaning into this idea of like Duolingo being this app. Yes, this app, it's an in-universe app, but then also our universe app. But this like, I don't know, just being a part of the culture, right? And really like cementing itself in the culture. I think it's doing a great job of that. And so I'm excited to see what comes of this. Let's watch the rest of these credits, see if there's anything else in these credits that we want to pay attention to. Maybe they got a next time thing. I think honestly, they could have probably just done one episode and that would have been fine. But I mean, it makes sense that they want to split it up and they really want to like draw it out some, you know. I don't know how much attention they've gotten from doing that, but it makes sense that they want that. The song is pretty catchy too, to be honest with you. All right. I don't think there's anything else. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think this is interesting. Do you like what Duolingo is doing? Do you appreciate that they're doing this and that they're really getting involved in like anime culture here? Do you think it's useful or do you think it's just another gimmick to get people to use their app? Like obviously it's a marketing ploy, but do you think it's an effective marketing ploy? Do you think it's something that people are actually going to buy into? You let me know. Let's have the discussion in the comments and we can talk about it there. Do you use Duolingo? If you are using Duolingo, what language are you studying right now? I took 7 years of Spanish and I me olvidé la mayoría de las palabras, pero I use Duolingo occasionally myself. I'm not sponsored by Duolingo, obviously, but felt the need to say that. So yeah, let me know what you think. Are you partial to Duolingo? Is there another app that you like to use? Let's talk about it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, it's been Go Home Ryan. Later, Gators.